Baller League players, you need to hear this. Listen up to Uncle Roots, because sometimes I do chat sense. I know some people might think otherwise. All of this Roots curse nonsense is what it is. It's nonsense. But I want you to take Baller League seriously. And I know you're probably thinking, hold on, Roots, I'm in there. What are you talking about? You're not even in there. But use that to your advantage. And the reason why I say this is because there's so many more opportunities that can come from being inside a Baller League. Yes, you might be happy that you're collecting your £800 or your £500 or your £300 for 30 minutes worth of work, but there's so many more opportunities that could come off the back of that. Please take social media seriously. You know, people might think, yeah, but Roots, I don't understand it. I don't know what to do. Well, start learning. Start learning, because this opportunity could be here today and gone tomorrow. I'm not talking in terms of Baller League going anywhere, because it looks like it's here to stay, but you might not be here in season 3, for example. Do you know what I mean? We've seen people that have come into season 1, they're not in season 2. If you made it to season 2 from season 1, fantastic, great. That's great for you. But again, in order to make sure that you're here for season 3 and you've got some longevity in it, make sure you invest in your future. And I say that by saying this: invest in social media. You've got over 2 million people watching you on a Monday night for 30 minutes, okay? But how are you making sure that these people are now fans of you and making sure that they know who you are? Because let's face it, unless you've got a big presence going into this, some people might not know who you are. Again, the law of watching Baller League, let's face it, is the celebrities, is the influencers. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you might know a player from said brand. You know, they might have played for SC Dons once upon a time. They might have played for this big non-league club, or they might have had a previous career for a Manchester United or a Man City. But let's face it, unless you're not known, unless you've been playing for, I don't know, you might have been playing for a Step 4 club, for example. And again, that Step 4 club and a bit of non-league might know you. But again, how are you going to make sure that people outside of that knows you? So again, in order to do that, you've got to build yourself a brand, an entity, you know, an empire, if you like, okay? So again, start utilizing the fact that you're getting filmed for free, in sense, because you're getting filmed for free, you're not paying for production. And again, the fact that you're getting photos of yourself for free, because I know there's other cameramen doing their jobs and all the rest of it, and utilizing that to build yourself a brand, because otherwise you're going to be forgotten. You know, you might have your little clips that you're going to have to source, but again, if you're not making it easier for the viewer to come find you, then what are you doing here? Now, I've got to salute a couple of players that are doing this already. You know, shout out to Sam Fitzgerald, Sam Fitz. You might know him from SC Dons, you might know him from Stars, whoever. But again, I see that he's actually investing now in what he's doing, and all credit to him. More credit to him. There's players out there that are just happy to pick up their money and that's it. But he's actually taken time to create the content in and around being in Baller League, day in the lives, you know, catch up with me, taking photos, Instagram stories, all the rest of it. And that's what I'm talking about, investing in social media, because again, you're now building a narrative, you're now building a brand, and now people are now coming to see you as opposed to just coming to see the team, because you don't want to just be known as number 34, for example. You want to be known as Sam Fitz, or the guy from Brum, or do you know what I mean? Or you might even put yourself as a name and a number, like, I don't know, R9, for example, or CR7, you know. Again, people might think it's cringe, but at the same time, people will end up starting catching on, believe it. Everyone thinks it's cringe at the start, but when after a while people start doing it, then like, oh, it's not too cringe now, is it? So I want to shout out Sam Fitz. He's investing in his future, and again, he's got a young family now, and it makes sense. You know, he's on 2 of the biggest brands in small-sided football in terms of SC Dons and Baller League. So again, he's making the most of his opportunities, and it's working for him. So fair play to you, Sam. If you're watching, fair play, giving you your flowers while you can smell them. Second person I want to shout out is Montel McKenzie. Again, he's used to this, but again, he's smart. He's smart about it. Obviously, you might know him from Love Island, you might know him from a bit of Baiteze, and now you might know him from Baller League as well. But again, he's using the audience that he has currently to make day in the lives, and keeping his socials active. And every single time that he's doing something big, people are seeing it, so people are buying into more of him, the character, as opposed to just, okay, that's Montel. Oh, wasn't he on that show once upon a time? No, he's actually keeping people invested in what he's doing, because what I would suggest is, whatever you want to do outside of Baller League, people will then follow you to it. The biggest example is the El Presidente himself, KSI. Now, I don't know what time you've kind of tuned into his career at, But again, you might know as KSI as the YouTuber, but now you got to say KSI is a businessman because he's a boxer 1 minute, he's a musician another, and now he's a president of Baller League, okay? And that's because he's now got an audience that he can take here, there, and everywhere and do whatever he wants with it, just from being present on social media and people buying into what he does. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he has a name for his clique. I don't know if he has like a beehive, in example to obviously Beyonce, or what's Nicki Minaj's gang? Nicki Minaj has a name of her clique. Anyway, do you get what I'm saying that? So that's the biggest example there. Like, once you have people bought into what you do, they will follow you for whatever you do. Like Essie Dons, another perfect example. They started off doing football. Now they do merchandise, now they do boxing events. Now they can do whatever they want because they've brought you in and taken you on a journey. So again, Baller League players, if you're watching this, take fans, should I say, on a journey. Take these fans on a journey and again, give them something to invest in. Do you know what I mean? Make them feel part of the clique. If you want to give away free tickets, if you want to give away free matchday shirts, if you just want to do Q&As with them on your stories, do all of that. Trust me, it works. It makes sense. Like, I've got to give someone else their flowers as well. Jordan Antonio Brown, okay? Plays at Treble FC, or once upon a time Treble FC, now NDLFC. I keep saying that, but you know what I'm talking about. And again, he's now investing in his social media. You know why? Because it makes sense. You're seeing the value in it. Because again, he does stuff outside of football that people might want to buy into. And it makes sense, people. It makes sense. Get these fans, get these people that are watching you week in, week out. You've got 2 million fans. Even if you took 1% of that, that's a crazy following to take with you. So again, invest in your social media, get people to either do it for you and pay them. Don't be tight, because we know how much you're getting per week. And that's just including Baller League. I'm sure you guys got 9 to 5s outside of this, but, oh God. Sorry people, I just had to wipe the lens there because it's starting to rain. But again, see, this is how dedicated I am and how passionate I am about this. So as I was saying, again, pay people. If you're going to get people to come out of their house on a Monday night to film you for 30 minutes and then edit it, pay them, because we know how much you're getting. And again, these people are worth what they're doing. Because again, they're bringing equipment, expertise, and time. Time is something that you will never get back. So again, if you're expecting all these cameramen and camera women to do this stuff for free, nah, invest. You know, ask what their price point is. Again, if you need to negotiate, negotiate. But again, it's an investment. The same way you invested into yourself in terms of playing, the same way you got to invest into your social media. Once upon a time when you didn't know how to play football, your parents or yourself invested in sending you down to a coaching session. Once upon a time, you invested in hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in that, and look where you are now. The same way you invested in your football boots, the same way you invested into one-to-one coaching, the same way you invested into other things in your life, your car, your house, for example. Invest in that, please, people. So again, stop expecting people just to come out of their house for nothing, for free, and then especially media people as well, if you're watching this, again, stop doing it for free, because you're devaluing yourself and what you can do. So again, Baller League players, if you're watching, if you're listening to this, please take this on board. Again, another person, I've gotten to him already in person. I've already told him this in person, so it's not sneaky while I'm doing this. But Domingos Perez, I keep saying to you, you are a brand, bro. You have been on some of the biggest platforms that are known to grassroots football. Essie Dons, Baiteze, Baller League, All Nations. Do you know what I'm saying? You should be taking, B2R as well, you should be taking yourself mega seriously, because you should be out of it. Do you know what I mean? You could be DC or DP10, for example. You know what I mean? Domingos Perez 10, whatever number you want to choose. But again, you should be taking social media so seriously, because you're on all these platforms, your digital footprint is everywhere. You've got a little fan base, I've seen it, trust me. So again, utilize that and make the most of it, because Baller League could be here today or gone tomorrow for you, not Baller League. Make the most of it. Anyway, that's my bit of wisdom, guys. Thank you for listening. If you got to this end of this video and you want to bear this in mind and use it for your future, and again, sorry, let me just, before I finish this as well, if you want to use the same idea, the same principle that I'm saying in terms of your club, your business, whatever, it works the same. Social media is a tool. Stop seeing it as like just this little fun thing to do. It's a marketing tool. It's just like anything else. Back in the day, you would have advertisements on TV. Now it's all done online. It's at your fingertips. So if you want to promote your coaching company, you as a brand itself, your league, your business, utilize social media. That's where the eyeballs are at. You guys, I'm just saying it's a Border League lot because you guys are lucky that many people are watching at in between this 5-hour window and more, you know, after Border League as well. But again, during that 5-hour window, you've got over 2 million people watching you. Make the most of it. Make the most of these opportunities. Anyway, that's enough for me, guys. I've been rambling on for a while now. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to hire me, I come out a fee. Peace.